So now there's a couple of things that we need to do here in Mordack's castle in a very specific order, and they're not at all intuitive, as you might imagine. So again, we're going to be trying to spawn the green alien first, and then after that, we need to do something about that cat that keeps ratting us out. So if the alien's not coming, we're going to try respawning him. And it must be completely random. Okay, here he is. So what we need to do is cause him to have a bad fall by making him slip on some dried peas, apparently. There we go. Whoop. And a bad fall was enough to get him to take a little spill. A spill enough to zap him into a different dimension. And this room is always safe too, so you can always come back here and save your game. So that's kind of a nice touch. There is a spot where you will not be found out by Mordack. And that is a very nice safe haven to have. Now, next time we see Mr. Kitty, we have to eliminate him. And I obviously don't really feel inclined to hurt animals in real life, and we're not even going to really hurt this guy too much. But what we're going to do is lure him into a stupor with a smelly old fish that is disgusting first. So let's do that. There you go, friend. And then, as he's distracted, we're going to sneak up on him with a sack. And we're going to get him. Take that, Mr. Kitty. Ta-da! And as much as I hate to leave a cat wrapped up in a bag, we can't take him with us. And he can't go back and speak to Mordack anymore. All right. So, after another quick save, we'll get going. Okay, so Sack Cat is gone. So now we can actually make our way through Mordack's castle. Look at his lovely kitchen. We can't really stop too long to look at too much, actually, because Mordack will catch us. But nice decor in here. Let's just keep going. And we'll head on upstairs here, because we heard that the lab was upstairs. Oh. Goodbye, King Graham. There, he's gonna get us anyway. It's always nice when the game just decides to kill us. Alright, so walking away from the giant skull spider in the ceiling. Look at this room. What is this? A large grotesque bed occupies one corner of Mordack's bedroom. And he has skulls on his sheets. That's very fitting for a villain. I kind of love that. I guess we're not allowed to use his bed, are we? Have a little snooze. The thought of lying on that horrible bed is totally revolting to Graham. Understandable. Okay, let's go over here instead. Let's take a look around, shall we? Many books and scrolls line the shelves of Mordack's library. As Graham looks them over, however, he finds them mostly unintelligible. Is this a lamp? Many book-filled shelves line the walls of Mordack's extensive and bizarre library. A large book lying upon a corner desk attracts Graham's curiosity. I guess we have to use the book. Maybe? Nope, not that one, even though that's the one that we looked at. I guess this one. Or that one. That's fine too. This looks interesting. Graham wonders what the symbols mean. And so does anybody else that plays this game, because looking at these, they're very hard to distinguish. What are these things? How will we use them? Are they important? Should I try to sketch them? Right? And you'll see later what they're used for, but it's probably the most obtuse thing about this entire game is this one thing. Oh, I guess Mordack's gonna go have a snooze. Is there anything else to look at in here? That's the same thing. Nope. Okay. Let's head on back out, I guess. Oh, and there's a glint. I guess we don't want to spend too long in here, though. Mordack's wand glows brightly with restrained power. Cool. Mordack lies asleep on his huge, horrendous bed. Love the descriptors in this part of the game. Let's take this wand and get the hell out of here, shall we? Graham quietly takes Mordack's wand that glows brightly with restrained power. And we're running. Running as fast as our little legs will carry us. And now we head into another part of the game that's kind of strange. And our family's in that bottle down there. But if we stop, Mordack seems to get us. So this is a machine that is going to do some work transferring power from our wand, or from Mordack's wand to our wand. You'll remember way at the beginning of the game that Crispin gave us his wand. And so we're going to put Mordack's wand down on this first platform here. And I'm sorry for not showing you more of this, but a lot of this is timed. And if we spend too much time, we're going to end up getting caught by Mordack. But a lot of the descriptions here are just what you might expect. Like, there's a laboratory, there are things. Graham looks at his family in the bottle and feels sad, etc. Understandable stuff for sure. And if you're wondering what makes this machine run, you'll never guess. It's cheese. And how anyone would have figured that out the first time? Just trying things with things, I suppose. Graham tosses the moldy cheese into the machine's bubbling liquid. And now, the longest transfer sequence to ever exist in a game begins. And I've always really been curious about what aspect of the cheese makes this machine run. Is it the dairy content? Is it the cheese's stink? Is it the mold? What is it, I wonder? We'll never know for sure. But anyway, you can see that our wand on the right platform is starting to glow. And I love how Crispin said, you just keep being nice to your wand and treat it well and it'll come around for you eventually, instead of saying, you'll need to use a cheese machine to get it to do your evil bidding for you eventually. So the transfer here is almost complete, so we're going to get ready to grab our wand once it's done. Mordack's wand barely glows. Perhaps its power has weakened, while Crispin's old wand now appears completely energized. Oh no! Goodbye, King Graham of Daventry! And see, this is a thing where we've waited too long. Somehow, at some point. So he gets us. Seems kind of random. So we're gonna go do that again, and I'll meet you back here after the cheese transfer is complete. Alright, so now we've made it past the cheese transfer, and we need to pick up our wand quickly. And then I'm gonna try... Oh no, I guess we can't save here anyway, because we get into a cutscene. But it's good to try to save there if you can. So now Graham is gonna go try to save his family from the jar. And voila. Use my cheese machine, will you? What's going on here? I'll take care of you, you swine. And he's gotten his wand back. Graham, great news. I've heard from Crispin. Zap. And he's a meat stick again. Yikes. What the? What have you done to my wand? Wouldn't you like to know? You think you can outwit me, little man? Ha! Let me show you a thing or two. And so begins the weirdest part of this entire game. So right now, he's a giant bat. And so, it's kind of strange. We need to actually use some of the wand magic. And those weird pictures that we saw before that just looked like blobs of brown are actually different kinds of spells that we can use. So we're going to try that. We're going to start with tiger mode. That's a tiger. And so they're going to have a good fight. This is very much the strangest thing. Why, you little... So next, he is a giant lizard. So we're going to use the wand again. And we want to turn into something convenient, which I think is this, which might be a bunny. Or maybe this is the bunny. I don't know. One of these is a mongoose. One of these is a bunny. Let's try this one. There we go. Now we can dodge the fire appropriately with our bunny speed. We just let Cedric take another little barbecue there. So inconsiderate we are. You think you're so smart, don't you? Well, I've got you now. Oh yeah? Let me in my menu. Say goodbye, swine. Okay, let's use this again. We're gonna go for mongoose mode. Caca. There we go. So, if this is the way you want to play, allow me to become the embodiment of the elements itself. Fire. And guess what? We also have, conveniently, a rain cloud mode. Let's turn into a cloud, the savior of the day. Well, I guess we don't get to be a cloud. Pardon me. So, Mordack was foolish, and we've extinguished him. Off he goes. And now for the riveting finale of the game. Now, why won't you work? Oh, hey, Cassima. Oh, Princess Cassima. Well, I did it. Mordack is gone. Gone? Are you sure? Maybe he's only trying to trick you. He's gone all right. He turned himself into a fire, and I put him out with rainwater. He'll never bother anyone else ever again. But now I have a bigger problem. I don't know what to do about my family or my castle. I don't know how to turn them back to normal. And my bird friend has been zapped and fried as well, but let's not talk about Cedric. After all you've been through, there must be a way. Yeah. Some of the best music in the game, this Christmas theme. I have the solution to all your problems, Graham. While you and Cedric were gone, I did some asking around and found out that your son, Alexander, had the dubious distinction, if you may, of turning Mordack's brother, Mananin, into a cat some time back, which apparently Alexander never bothered to mention to Graham, inconveniently. Obviously, this deed angered Mordack, who could do nothing about it since his particular spell could only be undone by the actual perpetrator, your son. It doesn't take a great genius to figure out that Mordack took your family and castle in revenge to try to persuade Alexander to restore Mananin back to his old self. I did discover, as now I see, that your castle and family were miniaturized and imprisoned inside a glass bottle. I did some research and found the spell for turning everything back to normal. Now watch. Hocus pocus, Aliokus. Yay! Valanice, my children! My joy knows no limits. And Graham was thrilled to hear his flight music from the beginning of the game. Oh, Daddy, I'm glad you're here. Oh, Princess Cassima, how could I forget you? Let me introduce you to my family. This is my wife, Queen Valanice, my daughter, Princess Rosella, and my son, Prince Alexander, who started this whole mess. No one worry about Cedric at all, by the way. All of you, this is Princess Cassima from the land of the Green Isles. Without her, none of us would be standing here now. She bravely saved my life. My lady, I am deeply in your debt, and I will make it up to you. With your permission, I'd like to travel to the land of the Green Isles to see you. And she stared blankly at him, as his weird advances were rejected just for a short time. But we see the whole next game, King's Quest VI, really picks up on that whole question. All right, Now that we're done with formalities, let's get on with business, shall we? Higgledy-piggledy-poo. And our castle's back. Be assured that your castle is right back where it belongs, and the right size too. But now it's time that everyone return to their homes, with my help, of course. Alakazam, alakazoo. Wait, what about Cedric? It's about time someone thought about him, eh? What? Where is Cedric? Why, he's a burnt heap on the castle floor. He's that pile of ash over there. Over there, Mordack turned him into stone. Oh, that makes sense. Is there anything you can do about it? Should probably leave him petrified. He's a big wiener anyway. Let me think. Ah, yes, I think I know. Abracarbara. No, abracadora? Now, what is that confounded word? Oh, yes. Abracadabra. Crispin. Cedric, it sure is good to see you again. Insert laugh track here. Likewise, I'm sure. All right, enough is enough. Let's get on with it. Before you send us all home, Crispin, I just want to thank you for all your help. And you too, Cedric. I wouldn't be standing here with my family without you two. I'm deeply, deeply grateful. All in a day's work, my boy. All in a day's work. Right, Cedric. Right, Crispin. Okay, back home you go. Alakazam, alakazoo, alakazee. Boop. Well, there she is, our happy home, and we're all safe and sound once more. Let's go home, shall we? Yes, let's, said Satanic Graham, with blood dripping from his lip for the last time. And the four of them saunter toward the castle, where they maintain their residence evermore, until Alexander left in King's Quest VI to go off to the land of the Green Isle. And here we finished our game with the best possible score, 260 out of a possible 260. And that, folks, is King's Quest V. I can't even begin to explain how wonderful it's been playing through this game again. This is one that I had growing up as a kid and have a lot of nostalgia for. The music, the environments, pretty much just everything that this game is. And I'm really glad that I finally got down to sharing it with all of you. So hopefully you enjoyed our little trip and all of Cedric's wienerness and all of Graham's quirks and deaths and everything else in between. And hopefully I'll get on to another Let's Play very soon. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.